So, I want to ask you something. Are you on the left? Do you think Tommy Robinson is a dirty word or two? Then this video is for you. I'm Granniopteryx. All right, you guys on the left. Do you believe in free speech? Do you believe that people should be allowed to say what they want to say so long as they don't call for murder and mayhem? Do you believe that? Or is that just something you mouth because you know it sounds good? Here we have an idea started by Tony Blair. Well, it wasn't started by him, but it was pushed through by him. It was called the Racial and Religious Hatred Act. And because of the Racial and Religious Hatred Act, we are now legally forbidden to say things that we could say before that act was passed. And that act stopped people from saying things, for instance, about grooming gangs. Now, because you're on the left, and I know you're all heart, and I mean that seriously, surely you believe that the molestation of young women and even girls is not a good thing, really. And that people who see this sort of thing happening should be allowed to speak about it, provided they're not asking for violence and mayhem. Then they should be allowed to say, look, there's a problem going on here. How do you solve problems if you can't talk about them? Now, this situation was getting worse in universities. I know many of you on the left have been to universities, or maybe even are at universities. Don't you think that people should be allowed to discuss things in universities? It may be very comfortable for you to be among people that you know and love, but you have to remember that university is supposed to be there to sharpen your brain, not to featherbed your personal opinions. And the situation in universities was getting so bad that the previous Conservative government, little as I respected them, had done one thing in they had made it illegal for universities to drive out people with opposing views to the majority of the professors there. And that would work either way, left or right. As it so happens, there are more left type people in universities, or people who like to think of themselves as being on the left. But quite frankly, if you believe in a crushing state telling you what you can and can't say, that sounds awfully like fascism to me, which is supposed to be on the right, although some people would argue about that as well. But we're not going into that right now. As soon as the Labour Party got in, how long have they been in now? Less than a month. Labour shelves free speech law protecting universities from cancel culture. So the law that stopped universities from cancelling professors with unconventional views, that law is being scrapped now. The Education Secretary is poised to scrap free speech laws designed to protect academics from being cancelled. So the Labour Party is doing what it does best, or at least what it's been doing best since the early 2000s, and that is stopping people from speaking freely. This is a very precious resource that British people have had for hundreds of years, and we're losing it. And you on the left with your fine feelings, and I do believe that most of you feel very strongly about this, and I understand that, but you shouldn't be stopping people from talking, because one day it's going to come for you. I know you don't think so, but I want you to imagine that it might. Now, this is July the 26th. On July the 27th, there's going to be a rally held by Tommy Robinson. In my opinion, that rally is more about free speech than anything else. Tommy Robinson's opinions may be objectionable to people on the left, but if you look at what he's actually said, he has not once called for murder and mayhem. He has not once told people that they have to go out and take up arms. Not once. And if you look up the Tommy Robinson rally on Google, you will find just one posting after another, one article after another, one page after another, all saying we've got to stop this terrible man from holding a rally. I want you to think about that, because that is attempting to shut down ordinary people with genuine concerns, with real worries that people aren't listening to, including a lot of people on the left. And yeah, Tommy Robinson may have a rough accent, and he may be working class and all, and he may fidget a lot, and he may have a very belligerent, straightforward attitude, but that doesn't make him wrong. It just makes him a little socially inept. Well, you guys on the left, you should think about that. I'm going to be there because I believe in free speech, not because I believe in interfering with other people's lives. Okay, see you on the 27th, I hope peacefully. You can help my channel by clicking like, by subscribing, by clicking the notification bell, and by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels are in the description, also links to donation sites, but really the best way you can help me is simply by clicking like. Thank you.